Oh, I'm the kid with ADHD. So we naturally gravitate to the trades. We want to build something with our hands.
And the trades are dying. Like, we need people to become plumbers, electrician, HVAC.
Do not hesitate. Go all in. Believe in yourself. Don't sleep.
We're really a dying breed.
Hey guys, Jordan here with the Fifth Element podcast, joined here with my man John Graham with Element Home Service. As well, we have Ethan Clark with Mammoth Builders. Guys, it's awesome to have you guys on the show. Welcome.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, John.
So let's get into it. Let's tell your origin story. How'd you get into this field of building? Why you love it? Why you're the best? Hit us with the digits.
Oh, I'm the kid with ADHD, right? I grew up, I think every kid with ADHD is just like, no, I can't sit in a classroom. I can't do this stuff. So we naturally gravitate to the trades. We want to build something with our hands, right?
Yes.
We want to have some good, clean fun and maybe some dirty fun too sometimes, you know? So that's kind of what got me into building and doing things like that. And you just eventually find out you're good at stuff.
It's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, so was this, 5 years ago, 10, 20 years, your whole life,
Yeah, pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, nice. What was your first job that you remember doing?
Oh, I was a construction cleanup boy. I was at scout camp and I didn't have any. I completely forgot my wallet. And my one of the scout masters was, he's a builder. He owns Leisure Villas up in Lehigh, and he said, you know what, I'll front you the money, but you're gonna have to earn it back from me. And so he just made me his little cleanup boy for his construction crews, and I just went from there.
Nice. Then did you do more stuff, framing or bathroom models? Did you start doing all that stuff besides?
Yeah, so
getting into
next step is I got into concrete.
Yeah.
And I was pretty dang good at concrete. My back started hurting and my elbow started hurting. So I got out of it, right? And then I started getting into a couple of other trades. Carpentry is really good at carpentry. Love doing finished carpentry. Super, super fun. I kind of worked my way through the trades, figuring out what I like, and I eventually found out I like quite a bit of them. I absolutely hate doing drywall, though. Like, if there is one thing that I can get away from doing is drywall. I hate it so much. But I fast forward a couple years through all that stuff. I was working up in Idaho and doing a lot of work for restoration companies up there. They'd call me and I'd just hire out all the sheetrock work and all that stuff, and then do all the fun stuff.
Nice.
So.
What are you guys really known for at Mammoth? What's your staple that people know you as?
Restoration, really. We did a lot of the Pine Valley fire and stuff like that. So we do a lot of fire restoration issues. We work very heavily with insurance companies as well. So Tyson, the owner, he actually owns Claim Pros as well. So insurance is literally his second language. So he is extremely good, and him and his team both are very good at taking things on and making sure that homeowners getting the best bang for their buck, because really that's really where the buck stops with a lot of these restoration companies. That's why a lot of people go out of business, right? Is because they see their margins aren't there, and then they have to close down shop because they're overextended or whatever, or it's just not worth it for them to continue, right? And they lose their shirts. And so that's the biggest thing about business, is always making sure your numbers are there first, right? So it's the same thing in real estate. It's the same thing in investing. You always got to buy smart.
Mm-hmm.
So
that makes sense. And I'm sure you guys, you're dealing with pretty sucky times with individuals, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have a fire and you're trying to decide, is this entire thing just need to be gutted, or is it just a certain section and whatnot? I'm sure you have to kind of play the counselor side, also be there for them emotionally, because it's devastating what they're going through. So how do you guys navigate some of that where, you're being respectful of what they're going through, but you're also like, we got to get down and get to business and just keep plowing through?
Most people just want to know they can trust you, right? The biggest thing is someone wants to know that they can step away from a project. We're dealing with a house fire out in Central right now, actually. And the owners of the home are absolutely besides themselves. Obviously, they lost their pets. They lost everything in this house fire, literally everything, right? They had to go buy new, underwear, everything, right? After this fire. And so you're absolutely correct. You have to counsel someone. You have to be a human, and people forget that these are hard times. What if you lost your house? What if you lost your livelihood? What if you lost your dog? Right? But then just making sure they know that you understand how to do the project and that you're going to make sure that every penny is accounted for and that you're going to make sure that every penny is won, right? To be able to do the job right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Now, how'd you guys meet?
I actually met him through my brother. My brother has a plumbing company up in Cedar City Plumbing, and my brother went out to breakfast with you, or you took my brother out to breakfast, and my brother gave you my phone number to see if we could do some work for, or refer you to some clients, and then I got invited to that. What do you call that, anyways? Over there at the back nine, is that like a mastermind group for?
yeah, it's just a networking group. We call it the Utah Property Collective.
Yeah, so I got invited to go to the back nine where they have down at the golf place. I was late to it, but I did show up, and I'm going to go to the next one. And that's where I got to physically meet you. And we have a lot of stuff in common, so I invited him to come out and shoot a podcast
The
with
rest
us.
is history on that.
The rest is history.
That's awesome.
It's still being made.
Now, if you could tell your first year in business self some advice about business growing, because you're the business development manager for the company, tell us what you would recommend to yourself if you were to give that advice.
Oh, 100% go all in. Do not hesitate. Go all in. Believe in yourself, and don't sleep. Right? That's the biggest thing.
I love sleeping.
Man, I wish I could get there. Right?
I have to sleep.
Oh man, I was up till 2:30 last night, just worrying about a couple different projects that are going on at this firehouse, and then another roofing project that we got going on. Anyway, I'm terrible at sleeping. I wish I was better.
Yeah.
But making sure that I go all in, really, and believing in myself more. So
That makes sense. What do you see in the trades industry and how it looks in the next 5 to 10 years as opposed to what's happening right now?
Oh, what I'm seeing right at this exact moment is there is a big shift going on. We got a lot of people retiring and selling their businesses. We got a lot of boomers that have, hit that retirement age, and a lot of people are selling things out. And there's people that are capitalizing on those things. And then you have Generation X, or however you want to say it. I mean, not to call anybody out, but there's people who are shying away from it, right? So there's so many businesses that are going up for sale right now, and so many things that are already have their foot in the door and already have their reputation, already have those things. So I think there's going to be a huge push switching from the whole I'm a tradesman to this is a business. So I think the next 5 to 10 years is going to create way more millionaires than we've ever seen before.
I love that. I was actually listening to a podcast, shout out to Tommy Mello, but he was saying the next millionaire class are tradesmen.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you on that part is, my kids are younger, 8, 10, and 11, and they're asking me now, do I need to go to college? And I went to college and went to grad school, but now looking back on it, I would say maybe it depends, because in the trades, you can get working right away at 18. You don't have to go to a 4-year. Is it helpful in some circumstances? Yes. Is it necessary? I don't think so. And so to your point though, hustling, going all in on something, falling in love with what you're doing, passion over profit, if you will, and then just knowing that you're serving somebody, and in your case, you're serving them to build a better future for their home. I mean, that's a very, very personal thing that you guys are doing nonstop in people's homes. So I love that you said that, you brought that up, because I mean, you can build and hustle your way into success, if you will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the trades are dying. Like, we need people to be, to become plumbers, electrician, HVAC, restoration. We're really a dying breed. I think I was reading something the other day where the average plumber is like 53 years old or something. It's kind of crazy. And I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. I'm 44 now, so I've got to see a lot of it. I do agree with what you're saying as far as you can be extremely successful. I do believe that it's the next, millionaire trade or whatever you want to say. And I never went to college. I never finished high school. I never did anything like that. I just kept my head down and I did it every single day. And it's put me in I can't complain. Life is good,
Yeah. Yeah, you built an amazing business. I mean, I've never heard anybody ever say a bad thing about you. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of what people that figure things out on their own and have to problem solve on their own for themselves. That's just the kind of the mentality that they all have, right? is, well, excuse me, not the mentality, the reputation that they have is what I was trying to say. So,
Yeah, love it. Well, Ethan, thanks for joining us on the podcast. John, it's always a pleasure to work beside you on the podcast. Guys following, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow us, hit the bell notification. We would love that. Show us some love online. Please make sure to follow Ethan's business as well as Element Home Service. Follow us online, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast.